Hey everyone, I'm sure you've seen online, if you're in the precision rimfire communities, you've seen all the different ammo holders that have come out over the past year or so. I've always been kind of interested in them. There was a style that sat in the Pelican case. There was a bunch of different ones, different ways of trying to solve the problem. I guess I just never really cared for most of them because some of them, a lot of them require that you manually take out all the rounds, all that type of stuff. That just was more than I wanted to fiddle with. Just kind of tedious, and it makes it less convenient. So I didn't really understand the purpose. And even then, I was always pretty skeptical. You know, I shoot SK ammo, so I was like, you know, it's really not that bad to use those cases. Well, I ended up kind of tackling the projects. I always wanted something. I like the old, I don't have any of them handy right here, but I like the sliders, the old, where you get 100 rounds or whatever and a plastic slider of your bulk Remington or whatever, just your cheaper stuff. I really like that because you can just slide it back, knock out 5, 10, 15, whatever, however many rounds you want exactly, slide it back closed and everything's nice and secure. So I always wanted to do something kind of like that. So I was initially looking at a way to take the rounds out of like the SK to like take them all at once, put them into a tray like that. They're nice, the form factor is beautiful. You can get them with your ammo, dump out the bulk stuff and put that in, whatever. That never ended up working out with how tightly packed everything is. So I've got this solution now. So I had this out at the range. This is my practice ammo. Had this out at the range for the last match, and I was really, like I said, I was like, oh, the ammo boxes work pretty fine, you know, what's the big deal? This was really handy, and I'm not going to be going back to using the regular ammo boxes. To me, the biggest thing with the ammo boxes, the biggest downfall was that you don't know how many are in each one. So if I have 6, 8 boxes of ammo in my range bag and I get to using them, sometimes I'm not the most organized person, and I don't like end up, you know, partially using a few boxes in there and having a bunch of partials laying around. When you're constantly opening up those cardboard flaps, they tend to get a bit destroyed pretty quickly. So it was really convenient to have it in this form factor. So this is my new design for my 3D printed part. This one, I've got a custom logo on the top right there, or custom initials that I can do. That's for if your buddies end up getting these, you can know exactly that this one's mine. I got my business initials on it, but you can put whatever there. The slot in there shows you exactly how many rounds you got left. So the nice thing is I got 10 round magazines or whatever. So when you're ready to shoot or shoot out a magazine, dump out 10 rounds, quick as that, load it back up. This goes back in the range bag. The way it works, so here's my red one. This is the actual match ammo I shoot. So it's just a lid and a bottom piece that they track together. All you got to do is take out your ammo from, so that's why it's specific to SK or Lapua. You just pop it out and leave it in the little black plastic thing. Let it sit inside this bottom tray. So there's it can fit 2 of them, so you got a total of 100 rounds, which will cover most matches, or at least regular one-day matches. So you just slide them in there like so, slide them over, and you're good to go. There's minimal rattling, but they're held in the same plastic cartridge, so there's no resting on the bullet or rattling around just like that. It's as secure as they would be, if not more secure than your boxes. And you're ready to go. So now you can put this in your range bag. I've got my practice ammo in here. I've got my red box that I use for matches, so that's really nice. I've also got them color coded in blue for your Center X or Lapua type ammos, purple, the tan, and then also black for just generic if you don't want to have them color coded or just want to do whatever, or something else happens to fit in there. So yeah, another thing to note is as you empty one half, so this one is got half its rounds left, to keep it from, you know, you want to take rounds out of this half, this other half is in your loose now, there's no rounds holding it, there's no lid holding it, it could slide out. So what you can do is the lid is reversible, so you can just flip it around to the other side. There's a magnet on both sides. So that way now I can just take and start from scratch here, dumping 5 rounds out at a time, 10 rounds at a time, whatever you want, until they're both empty. Then you just dump them out and put 2 new boxes in there. So it works pretty slick. I've been pretty happy with it, been using it myself now for a little bit, and it really does just kind of help keep things a bit more organized in the range bag and more convenient at the match. I know with the little boxes, I can't tell you how many times I've been loading something up. A lot of us shoot the same stuff. I'll have a little box sitting there, or I'll leave one sitting there, and it's like, hey, does anybody know whose ammo this is? Is it mine? Of course, I'm more of an unorganized person, so maybe it happens to me more than most, but kind of eliminates all that. You know your ammo's in your bag, and when you're using it, loading it up, it's in this. I've got my initials on it. So I'm selling these for $50 plus a $10 charge if you want to do some custom initials on it. I can do that for you. If you want to do it yourself, if you've got a 3D printer or a buddy with a 3D printer, I am sharing the files absolutely free, so you can do that yourself and just kind of want to get it out there and get everybody enjoying it. Of course, I get a little free advertisement with my logo on it, so that doesn't hurt either. But I hope you guys enjoy it. It was kind of a fun project working on. I enjoy 3D printing stuff and designing it and watching it become a reality. So I'm really happy with how these are working, and I hope you guys enjoy them as well. You can check them out and a lot of other really cool stuff at atlastargetworks.com.